Hello everyone, this is the Cuban Guys, and today I will be doing an unboxing and review of Meffert's tiled Tetraminx. I got this puzzle from Amazon.com, or from the Puzzle Master through Amazon.com, sorry about that. And I found it to be much cheaper on Amazon.com than it was on Mefferts.com. I think that's just because Puzzle Master sells it for a lower price, and this came to me within maybe 7 days. So it was a pretty fast delivery, and with Meffert, it was taking about 2 weeks. So let's get started with unboxing. The box is really beat up. I think the bombs are to pop out, and it just did. So that just happened. There's a lot of these foam S things in there. I guess if that's what you want to call them. Oh yeah, the bottom just fell out. So did one of the Tetraminx puzzles. Ugh. So here's everything. And it looks like there's some Evo Bond super glue in here. So I'm probably going to use that to work on my 1x1x2 octahedron that I'll be featuring shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape all this stuff into the box. I got white tiled Tetraminx, the white tiled Tetraminx puzzle, just because I thought that would look the best, and I don't have a white tetrahedron. Okay, so here's the first one, and the box was really beat up. And I got one for me and one for my friend Matthew, the other Cuban guy. So they both turn pretty well. I'm happy with them, and the size comparison, they're about the same size as the Pyraminx, except the Pyraminx has the tips. So without the tips, they'd be the same size as the Pyraminx. And pan down just so you can see what's going on down there. Turns nicely. And compared to the Pyraminx, it's better because the Pyraminx won't stop popping pieces, and it's really aggravating me. And another thing that I have noticed is that with the Pyraminx, there are these little metal balls that stop the layer. I guess it keeps it from spinning out of control. And I talk more about them in my Pyraminx review. And the Tetraminx is the same thing. So it's really strange. But basically the Tetraminx is just like a Pyraminx. You solve it the same way, except it doesn't have the tips. And the tips on a Pyraminx come right off. And I think that Meffert, I think that's how you pronounce his name, just decided to make one with the same mechanism, but without the tips. So I think that's a good idea. It'll make my solving times a lot faster than on the Pyraminx, because it'll shave about maybe 5 seconds off my time. So now I'm going to give you one quick solve. So it's scrambled pretty well. Now I'm going to begin. I'm going to inspect. The method I use is the Bob Burton method, so it'll either solve itself by doing 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, or 4 sides. I think I have 3 sides here. So I did that sub 30. I don't know how well you can see that, but 29.48 seconds. It's a pretty good time for me. So now I'm going to compare it to the time on the Pyraminx. So I'm just turning faces here until I have my sufficient scramble. Like so. So now I'm going to get started. And it just popped a piece. That's not good. Continue solving it with a piece. Now that one I got 26.57 seconds, but that's just because, as I've said earlier, in my Bob Burton method, it either solves itself with solving one side correctly, two sides correctly, three sides correctly, or four sides correctly. But if that same thing were to happen with this Tetraminx here, then my time would be fixed by about maybe 5 seconds, and I would have 21.57 seconds, maybe even less, maybe around 22. And otherwise, I don't know what this EvoBond glue smells like, actually, because some super glues just really irritate me. I actually have a tube of EvoBond that I've never really messed with. I just found it somewhere in my house. I think it might have come with one of my Meffert's puzzles, and I thought I just didn't see it in packing. So, oh man, I can smell it from here. So it's really putrid. So I'm going to have to wear a mask to do that. That's terrible smell. Ugh, it's still lingering. So that's going to help with my 1x1x2 octahedron that I've currently fixed. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.